Have you ever had a trail ride go wrong? Maybe your horse spooked, your saddle slipped, or you got lost? A little preparation can make all the difference, along with the right horse. Today I'll be sharing my top secrets to a safe, smooth and fun trail ride, so let's dive in.
Good girl.
Not every horse is a good trail horse. You really need a horse that is calm, confident, and used to different terrains. If your horse gets nervous, you need to practice some short rides before heading out on a big 10-kilometre or more adventure. Baby steps is the answer.
Walk, please.
If you're riding a young or nervous horse, having a calm, experienced horse with you makes a huge difference. Horses are herd animals and they take their cues from each other. So if your horse sees their buddy staying calm, they're way less likely to panic. So having someone to ride with you is such a great idea.
It's a very busy trail this morning. Never seen it so busy. So many cars in the road with their floats on. Just had a group of 6 leave in front of us, but they've gone in the other direction. We always come this way. We'll see what the damage is from ex-tropical cyclone Alfred. We're only about 15-20 minutes from home, but we are closer to the coast. So they probably got more wind and more rain here than we did. Logan Village tends to get more rain anyway. So it'll be interesting to see what the tracks are like. How you going, Dale? Good? He's a fantastic boy. This is my second trail ride this year, but my first one was in January. This is March, so we've had another couple of months off. We did ride at home once and we've done some groundwork as well. It's Stan's first trail ride this year. He's ridden at home once over the summer and I've done some groundwork with Rocco. But yeah, these horses are tremendous horses. They're such good kids for having had a lot of time off, not done anything or been out of the property for quite a few months. Especially since they're just young horses as well. Feather's only 5, Rocco is 7, so they're doing great.
For most of us, at one point or another, we've found trail riding or horse riding in general can be really nerve-wracking. So having a friend with you can really boost your confidence too as the rider. So whether it's crossing water or a fallen tree or other obstacles, riding in new places, having someone to chat with can just really make the whole experience better. And things do happen. You can lose your stirrup or your horse throws its shoe, or even the unthinkable happens and you fall off or get thrown off. If you've got someone with you, you've got immediate backup. They can hold your horse, they can call for help, or just keep a whole eye and help with the whole situation. So riding with someone else is a must for me.
Mummy loves you. You're a good boy.
Feather is a young horse, and even though she is absolutely fantastic, I always call her my unicorn, she is only 5 years old at the moment, and so her life experience is still quite short compared to, say, a 10-year-old horse. So I always like to have someone with me to ride with me just for personal backup and safety. And if you are training a young horse or an inexperienced horse, having a buddy with you on a calm horse is just like a built-in coach. They learn things like staying calm when you're crossing water or crossing over a bridge or over a log, or something pops out of the bush like a kangaroo, or a goanna runs up a tree. They learn how to handle things by staying calm like their calm buddy that's with them. So it's just really one of the best ways to build a confident horse partner. Preparation is also key. So if your horse isn't used to long rides, you need to start with shorter ones and build up their stamina and their fitness. So just like us, they need time to get into shape. Here I am with Feather doing some groundwork. She's just walking over some poles that are lifted off the ground. This particular exercise helps core muscles and back muscles to strengthen. Here I've put one side of the poles on the ground with the other side lifted. So the side that is lifted off the ground is the side that is working her obliques. So we do this from both directions a few times over the rails each direction, and that is working her oblique muscles. When we make the rails into a zigzag pattern like this, it does a few things. It's still working her obliques, her stomachs, muscles and her back muscles, but also it's making her think a little bit more where she has to put her feet, how high she has to lift her legs, things like that. So it's working her brain well and truly as well as her muscles. I'm also asking her here to back over a rail, and it's a rail that is lifted on one end, so she needs to lift her feet different heights, her back feet and then her front feet. And this is just something that's really good to practice, because when you're out on the trail you never know what you have to do, whether you need to go over logs, whether you need to back over a log if you come to a section that is not safe to go down or go up. Sometimes you have to backtrack in a really narrow space. So these are all good things to practice at home before you get out on the trail. Boy, Rocco.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. How you going? Have fun.
Hey, you too.
Thank you. Good girl. She can hear the other horses. Good girl. Good girl. You come past her. Good girl.
That was a good example of where Feather became unsure. I'm not sure what she could see or hear, but she wasn't sure about going forward and being in the lead. So I just asked Dan to come forward with Rocco. He didn't mind, he just came straight past, and then Feather was happy to follow along after Rocco. A great example of why it's a good idea to have someone with you.
That tree must have been all the way across, but they've cut it.
And here, Rocco gets a bit unsure,
Good girls.
and Feather can come to the front. So with two horses working together, they really can help each other out and give each other confidence.
I like this track, it's nice and shady. It is autumn, but we don't really change from summer very quickly. It stays summer a long time. So it's always nice to have shady tracks, even in winter. No, staying up, going up this way. Good girl, Feather. Good girl. No, she just not, well, only when I need to. Well, yeah, if she's going to put me head into a tree, I would do something about it. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Just trot. Just trot. Thank you. Oh, it's a bit slippy here. Good girl, Feather. Get you a carrot. Yes, you're a good girl. Good girl. No, we're not eating. Come on.
No, not. I'm rather all right.
And we're not rolling. I thought she was going to roll, but I think she just went in a hole. Yeah, darling, that was a deep spot, hey? Good girl. Come that edge. There's a big hole in the middle.
So that was another great example of how unexpected things can happen on the trail. Feather is great with going through creeks and water and puddles. She doesn't mind at all. But she took one step into the water, and the next step she was in a big hole and she was down to her knees in the water. And she still just picked herself back up and went through the water like a really good girl. So you get a good horse like this and you really need to appreciate what she will do for you. But of course, we do a lot of preparation and we do all our safety steps as well so that we can continue with these horses being as confident as they are. Here we just had Rocco go through the water first, which is unusual for him. He generally likes Feather to go through first. So that was a really big positive step forward for Rocco. He did really great there. Just so proud of them when they do progress and take steps forward.
What a good boy, Rocco. Girl Feather. Girl.
A few other things to take note of are needing the proper equipment for a nice safe trail ride. You need a nice saddle that fits your horse really well. You don't want a saddle that's pinching or causing any soreness to your horse. You also need to apply that to the girth, the bridle, or the bitless bridle, whichever you're using. Same applies with, does your horse need shoes? Does he need to have boots, or can he go barefoot? Those are all things to take into consideration. You also want to know where you're going. So if you're on a new track, it's a good idea to have a map with you or a GPS. You can have that on your phone. Of course, you have your phone on your person so that if you and your horse do part ways, unfortunately it does sometimes happen, you have your phone on you and can call for help. Also a good idea to take water with you, a hoof pick, maybe a couple of little first aid things, just the essentials. You don't need to go overboard, but just some little things that can help if things do go wrong. If you have them, you likely won't need them. That's what I think anyway. Also, you need to be aware of trail etiquette in your area. So for us, we keep on the left. If other horses are coming towards us, we all stick on the one side and either stop and let the other horses go past, or they stop and let you go past, whatever is the easiest for the group of horses that you're with.
We're not worrying about anything and nothing's a big deal, remember? Okay, good girl. Good girl. It's okay, good girl. It's just people. It's just people. Come on. Good girl. It's just a tiny little step.
Here
though.
Feather was getting a little bit concerned about people up ahead on the track. There was a group of 3 lovely ladies up ahead on the track and she just wasn't expecting them to be there. So she was a little bit concerned about getting closer to them. So I actually stopped and spoke to them and I gave them a couple of bits of carrot to give her, and that just made it a nice experience for Feather. For when we meet up with people again, she won't be so nervous.
Having a good walk? Awesome. Yeah, I know. Oh, did you want to say hello? Because she thinks everyone needs to be her best friend.
Hello there. Hi.
Did you want to give her a carrot? Did you want a piece too?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hello.
Thank you. Have a good ride.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. She goes, oh no, have you got any more carrot? Where'd that come from?
Yeah,
That's mine. I've got it.
Literally was just like...
So my top tips for a nice safe trail ride are, first and foremost, pick the right horse. You need a nice, experienced, calm, safe horse to have the most fun on. Also, ride with another person with a nice, calm horse as well. It helps you out. It helps build confidence for both the horse and the rider. Do your preparation. You need to prepare your horse's fitness and also rider fitness. But don't just go out on a 20-kilometer hack when your horse is not ready for it. Use tack that fits your horse well. Also, have your phone with your maps or your GPS installed, ready to go, and have it on your person. Also, some water and some snacks is good to have along with you as well. So that is it. That is my ultimate guide to having a nice, fun and safe trail ride. If you found it helpful, please hit like and subscribe to my channel, and also comment below with your best trail riding tips. And don't miss my next video. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye. Is that good? I bet that feels great. I bet that feels great.